Have you ever wondered if the way your muscles feel today could be quietly warning you about your health tomorrow? What if a simple ache, a little weakness, or a habit you barely notice is actually your body's way of sending a silent message? One that's easy to miss, especially after 60. If you're in this special stage of life, or you care deeply for someone who is, know that you're not alone. Every year, more people realize how much small choices and little details matter as the years go by. This conversation is for you, and it comes from a place of care, not criticism. Today, you'll discover insights that go beyond what a standard checkup might reveal. I'll share real, practical information that can bring a new sense of hope and help you take action that truly makes a difference. Sometimes it's not about what the doctor says, but about what your own body is quietly whispering each day. Before we dive in, I'd love to know, where are you watching from? Drop your location in the comments below. It always amazes me to see how many people from so many different places are part of this caring community. Now let's begin. Pay close attention because the very first sign might be hiding in the way you move right now without a sound. Losing strength when getting up. Have you ever noticed how easy or difficult it is for you to get up from a chair or a sofa? This simple movement says much more about your health than you might imagine. When getting up becomes a challenge, it's not just about tired legs or age. It's a sign your muscles are asking for help. Health professionals often look at how smoothly someone stands up because it reveals a lot about their strength, balance, and independence. If getting up is hard, it may mean your muscles are losing power before you realize it. This is one of those signs that shows up quietly long before bigger problems arrive. Let's think about Maria, who is 74, and Jose, who is 77. Maria started noticing she needed to push herself several times before finally rising from her favorite armchair. Instead of ignoring it, she began standing up and sitting down a few more times each day, holding onto the armrest if needed. Jose, on the other hand, brushed it off as just getting old. He avoided low chairs and let others help him up whenever possible, thinking it was no big deal. Over time, Maria felt more confident and steady, even when climbing the stairs or carrying groceries. Jose, however, started feeling frustrated. He found himself hesitating before standing, worried he might stumble. Ignoring this sign might seem harmless, but over months and years, it can make everyday life harder. You might find it more difficult to walk around your home, enjoy time with your family, or go out when you want. It's a quiet change that can slowly take away your independence. But there's good news. Try standing up from your chair a few extra times each day, even if you need to use your hands at first. Gentle movements like this help your muscles remember their strength. You can also add light stretching to your morning routine. It really makes a difference. And if getting up tells you a lot, wait until you see what your daily habits are revealing next. The strength of their grip when holding objects. Have you ever noticed how you hold a cup of coffee, a pen, or a shopping bag? The firmness of your grip is one of the most revealing signs of vitality after 60. A strong, confident grip is more than just a way to pick things up. It's a silent promise of independence. Healthcare professionals often pay attention to the way someone holds or lifts even a small item before any test, because the hands are like the roots of a tree. When the roots weaken, the entire tree feels the difference. Imagine two friends, Anna and Vera, both in their early 70s. Anna opens jars by herself, ties her shoelaces without rushing, and feels proud every time she finishes folding the laundry with steady hands. She notices that with each chore, her confidence grows. Vera, though, hesitates when picking up her mug each morning. Sometimes it nearly slips, and putting on a cardigan becomes a daily challenge. Frustration creeps in, and she worries about asking for help again. Ignoring the first signs of a weakening grip can lead to more than just daily inconvenience. Small slips today, dropping a glass, or struggling with buttons, can quietly grow into bigger barriers, reduced independence, increased risk of falls, and even early signs of neurological decline. Often, these changes show up at home long before anyone talks about diagnosis. But here's the good news. Simple, daily exercises can make all the difference in endurance and accuracy. Try squeezing a soft rubber ball while watching TV or practice picking up coins and small objects from the table. These small actions, done consistently, can help maintain or even regain the strength and precision you need for everyday life. If you're finding these tips helpful, don't wait. Subscribe to the channel right now. Here, every video is designed to help you live more safely, independently, and healthily. Now, the next sign might seem invisible at first glance, but it holds the secret to how you move and rest. Are you ready to discover it? Noticing your patience in everyday frustrations, have you ever caught yourself losing patience more quickly than before? Maybe snapping at a loved one, feeling irritated by small inconveniences, or simply giving up on a task that used to be easy. This shift in how you handle everyday frustrations is often overlooked, but it holds powerful clues about your well-being. Our patience is like a thermometer for our emotional resilience. When it starts to run low, it can signal changes in our mood, energy, or even cognitive health. You might not notice right away, but sudden irritability or finding it hard to stay calm can mean your mind and body are asking for more care or rest. This is one of those silent signs that, if ignored, can quietly chip away at your confidence, your relationships, and your independence. Let's meet two friends, Helena, 72, and Otavio, 81. Helena has noticed she's been a bit more impatient lately. She finds herself sighing when her computer is slow or feeling frustrated when plans change. Instead of pushing these feelings aside, she talks about them with her daughter and takes a few minutes each day to practice deep breathing. She even turned her morning coffee into a moment to pause and reset. Otavio, on the other hand, brushes off his growing impatience. He snaps at his wife over small things, feels tense all afternoon, and eventually stops joining family dinners because he finds them overwhelming. Over time, Otavio feels more isolated and less in control of his days, while Helena feels lighter and more connected. When we ignore these emotional signs, frustration can pile up, leading to stress, loneliness, and even physical exhaustion. But small changes make a big difference. Try setting aside just 5 minutes a day to focus on your breathing or share your feelings with someone you trust. These moments of awareness can bring back a sense of calm and control, making daily life a little easier and a lot more joyful. And sometimes what we do or don't do when faced with frustrations can reveal more about our health than we ever imagined. The hidden weight of restless nights. Sometimes what steals our strength isn't what we do during the day, but what happens or doesn't happen in the silent hours of the night. The invisible unrest of poor sleep or feeling perpetually tense, even in moments of quiet, can silently drain your body's reserves like a battery that never fully recharges. You might look fine on the outside, but inside, your body is working overtime, never allowed to truly rest. This hidden fatigue isn't simply a part of aging. It's a sign that your body needs attention and care. Imagine driving a car with the fuel light blinking for days. Sooner or later, even the best engine will stall. Let's meet Clara and Raimundo, both in their 70s. Their days are much alike, shared routines, similar health. But Clara respects her bedtime, winding down with calming music and a warm drink. She guards her rest as if it were gold. Raimundo, on the other hand, pushes through tiredness, watching TV late, checking messages, ignoring the subtle calls of his body for true rest. Clara wakes up refreshed, steady, and in a good mood. Raimundo drags his feet every morning, forgets where he put his keys, feels irritable for no reason, and can't shake a foggy mind. Over time, Clara's calm nights give her more energy, while Raimundo's sleeplessness chips away at his memory, mood, and even his immune system. Restless nights, if ignored, quietly open the door to bigger problems. More frequent colds, lack of patience, confusion, and a feeling that life is slipping out of your hands. But this cycle can be reversed. Recognizing the need for restorative rest is the first step to regaining vitality. If you'd like easy, practical ways to sleep better and recharge your energy, we've prepared a free ebook filled with gentle, effective tips. The link is waiting for you in the pinned comments. take a moment to care for yourself with kindness and awareness. And as you listen to your body's silent signals, remember, sometimes what you don't say or feel might be just as important as what you do. What if the next clue to a longer life is hidden in what you eat or the emotions you keep inside? Your relationship with food, what your appetite is telling you. Have you noticed a change in your appetite lately? Maybe you feel full faster or meals have lost their flavor. Perhaps you find yourself skipping breakfast or eating almost the same thing every day without much pleasure. These small changes in how and what you eat are more than habits. They're signals. Our appetite is a messenger, revealing not only our physical health, but also our emotional state. When hunger fades without reason, or when eating becomes a chore, it's your body gently asking for attention. Appetite loss can point to nutritional deficiencies, slower metabolism, or even underlying sadness. On the other hand, a steady, varied appetite supports your muscles, immunity, and mood. Let's imagine two people. Clara enjoys her meals. She sets the table, adds a splash of color with fresh fruits and vegetables, and makes time to savor each bite. She feels energized, stronger, and looks forward to the next meal, which helps her stay active and cheerful. Meanwhile, Raimundo has started to lose interest in food. Lunch is often just bread and coffee, quickly eaten and easily forgotten. He feels tired by mid-afternoon, struggles to concentrate, and misses the joy that used to come from sharing meals. He can't quite explain the weakness he's been feeling, but it lingers. When we ignore these signs, whether it's lack of appetite or poor food choices, our bodies begin to lose strength. Muscles shrink, immunity drops, simple tasks become more difficult, falls and forgetfulness become more common. Even your mood may suffer as the pleasure of eating disappears. When the body isn't properly nourished, it quietly starts shutting down functions, one by one. But there are gentle ways to invite your appetite back. Try eating at regular times, even if it's just a small portion. Bring more colors to your plate with fruits, roots, and grains. Drink water throughout the day. Preparing meals with care, and perhaps sharing them, can rekindle the joy of eating. After all, nourishing yourself is an act of self-respect. And as you care for your appetite, take a moment to notice. Sometimes, what weighs us down is not in our stomach, but in our hearts and minds. The invisible weight of loneliness. Sometimes, the heaviest burden is not what you carry in your arms, but what you feel in your heart. When the phone stops ringing, when your favorite chair faces an empty room, or when conversation becomes a rare visitor, something essential begins to fade. The absence of company, the silence of true connection, can quietly steal away your energy, your joy, and even your will to move forward. Our bodies are made to be together. When days stretch on without laughter, hugs, or even a gentle word, the mind and heart grow tense. Isolation isn't just a feeling. It's a signal that the body receives, too. Stress hormones rise. Sleep becomes shallow. Memory falters. Even the immune system, once strong, begins to weaken. Without the warmth of belonging, the body can forget how to heal itself. Imagine two lives side by side. In one, Roberto wakes up, sends a message to his granddaughter, shares coffee with a neighbor, and feels a gentle sense of belonging. His eyes are bright, his steps are light. In the other, Luis spends his mornings in silence. He makes coffee for one. The television is his only companion, and days pass without a single real conversation. Little by little, his energy drains. Meals lose their taste. His thoughts become cloudy. The difference is not just emotional, it is physical too. If the emptiness grows, the risks multiply. Motivation fades. Depression can settle in. The body becomes more fragile, memory slips away, and even minor illnesses linger longer. None of this is a failure. It happens quietly, to many, and it can be reversed. A simple gesture, a call to a friend, joining a group, or even sending a short message can open a door again. A 5-minute chat can shift the entire day. Try a weekly ritual of connection, no matter how small. Let yourself belong. And while the heart seeks company, the body asks for balance. What happens when not only your spirit, but your steps begin to falter? When your steps start to hesitate, a stumble here, a slight wobble there. Sometimes it seems harmless, just a momentary distraction. But what if your steps are quietly signaling something deeper? When your feet feel unsure or the ground seems less steady, your body is whispering a warning. Subtle balance issues like tripping on the sidewalk, slipping while getting out of bed, or needing to hold onto the handrail more than before often go unnoticed. Many believe these moments are just a normal part of aging, but in reality, they're early signs of muscle weakening, changes in posture, or even slower reflexes. Ignoring these signals can allow small cracks in your independence to grow, turning a minor misstep into a fall that changes everything. Take Helena, who noticed herself reaching for furniture as she moved through her living room. Rather than dismissing it, she began practicing balance exercises each morning, walking heel-to-toe along a hallway and standing on one foot while brushing her teeth, always with a chair nearby, just in case. The confidence she gained was visible. Her stride grew steadier, her fear faded, and she moved through her day with renewed assurance. In contrast, Ottavio laughed off his slips on the stairs, blaming his new shoes or a moment of distraction. But one morning, a small slip became a hard fall, leading to weeks in recovery and a lingering fear of leaving the house alone. Loss of balance is more than a physical risk. It can quietly steal your freedom and joy. Falls lead to fractures, hospital stays, and a loss of independence that few expect. The good news is you can act now. 5 minutes a day, practicing safe balance exercises, walking in a straight line, standing on one foot with a sturdy chair nearby, can mean months, even years of preserved autonomy and confidence. If your steps feel uncertain, let it be a call to action. Your body is your lifelong ally, and listening to it is the first step to reclaiming your freedom. But not all risks are visible. Sometimes, what endangers us most is hidden deep within, waiting to be named. What still weighs on your heart sometimes, the heaviest burden we carry, isn't visible to anyone else. It's the weight of words left unsaid, dreams set aside, or old wounds quietly tucked away. Unreleased regrets and silent hurts accumulate over the years, becoming a hidden load that presses on the mind, the chest, and even the muscles. The body feels what the heart cannot express. It ages faster, grows restless at night, and tires more easily when emotions remain locked inside. It's not about blaming yourself for holding on to these feelings. It's about realizing that the body remembers every moment the soul avoids. Resentment, guilt, and sorrow, when unacknowledged, can quietly drain your energy, weaken your immunity, and color your days with a subtle grayness. Imagine the body as a garden. Old pain left to linger becomes a shadow blocking the sun, while forgiveness and expression let the flowers bloom again. Take Clara, who for years kept her sorrows to herself. She never spoke of the misunderstandings with her brother or the disappointment of a lost friendship. Her nights grew longer, her patience thinner, her laughter rare. Even her steps felt heavier. In contrast, Vera decided to face her own hidden pain. She wrote unsent letters, whispered her worries in prayer, and sometimes just let herself cry. Over time, her sleep improved, her face softened, and her mornings felt hopeful again. The difference was not in what happened to them, but in what they allowed themselves to release. Ignoring what weighs on your heart can quietly close you off from the world. A locked heart prevents the body from breathing fully, and the isolation grows. The risk isn't just emotional aging, but a loss of vitality and connection that no medicine can replace. Begin simply. Write down what you feel, just for yourself. Practice forgiving in silence, or share a memory with someone you trust. Letting go is a gentle gift you give to your own future, an opening for new life to enter. Forgiveness doesn't erase the past. It simply stops it from hurting you. And as you allow your heart to lighten, notice how life's possibilities expand. But have you ever wondered how much strength and meaning still reside within you, waiting for the next chapter? Throughout this journey, we explored how subtle signals, whether a restless night, a lost appetite, or an unspoken emotion, can serve as invitations to care, not as diagnoses. We saw that every small sign, from a trembling step to a quiet sadness, holds the power to reveal new paths to vitality, autonomy, and a richer, longer life. Today, you had the chance to look inside, with your eyes and with your heart, to rediscover the wisdom your own body and feelings are offering you. Now, I invite you to observe yourself with kindness and honesty. Notice your daily rhythm, your energy, your mood, and the way you connect with others. Reflect on what your body has been telling you and what your heart has kept in silence. Remember, you don't have to transform everything overnight. True change begins with a single gesture, a mindful walk, a nutritious meal, a sincere conversation, or even a moment of silence to listen to yourself. Each small choice is a seed for a healthier and more conscious future. Thank you for being here until the end. Your willingness to listen, to learn, and to take care of yourself, or of someone you love, is a gesture of wisdom and respect for life. It's an honor to share this space with you, and I deeply appreciate your trust and presence. If this content has touched you, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Here, every video is a new opportunity to nurture your well-being, stay inspired, and remember that your life and health deserve attention and care. By joining us, you're choosing to invest in yourself, one step, one insight, one day at a time. And never forget, what truly ages the body is not the passing of time, but the silence in the face of signs. Listen to what your life is telling you. Respond with care, with courage, and with hope. There is still time to recover your strength, renew your spirit, and make every day count. Your future begins with the choices you make now.